What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Erasure, and we're returning to Cowboy 1997, and I would like to give a big shout out to all the folks who've been involved in helping me with the Erasure deep dive. The first couple reactions I did, or the first several reactions I did, were from CDs I had purchased, but Han Solo, Phil, Adam, Herman, Seb, all these folks have provided Erasure material thus far, and not only do we still have a number of proper albums going forward into the future relative to where we are in the journey now, but there's been a number of bonus tracks and B-sides and live versions from records we've already gone through that I've still yet to react to. So in some ways I feel like we're still like in the first half of the Erasure journey. So once again, big shout out to all the folks who've helped me with it and to all those who are following along. And the next track on Cowboy is How Can I Say? It reminds me of I say, like it feels, this is the type of phrase which suggests a great deal of possibilities but is a bit opaque at the same time. Like, how can I say is you trying to find the semantic hardware to articulate a more nebulous psycho-emotional feeling, or maybe a conviction, or maybe a way of understanding that the person being addressed can appreciate and recognize. So yes, there's a whole welter of possibilities that are related to why you might say this phrase, but without more information, it's not clear what direction it'll be heading, or indeed what it's about overall. So I'll see what I can pick up. This is Erasure, the track is How Can I Say, and it's from the 1997 album Cowboy. Some triple sonics.
Downtown, all about the city lights are looking bright tonight. No more love lost between us. When I see you, things are looking up. Though it's cold inside and warm, void of worries, no love. Make your mind up. Though you smile, you sad inside. You do not worry, 'cause I'll make it bright. How can I say what much remains unspoken? Don't wanna spoil all that we said before. So many cry, baby, hearts to be broken.
crybaby hearts to be broken. It's interesting. I heard most of the words, maybe not every line perfectly, but I'm not sure. Like in the opening parts of the track, he's talking about there's no love lost between us, which suggests a dynamic, a relationship that has seen better days, and I think maybe that is accurate given some other lines. But then it sounds, what was he saying? That he'll make things bright. So it feels like there's still optimism, there's still hope. And then, how can I say that which can still be said or something to that effect, but he doesn't want to spoil what's been said before? So it sounds like maybe there's some difficulty or impasse currently, and articulating just what needs to be said is not clear, and at the same time, it's like he doesn't want to spoil things before by saying the wrong thing now. And then, again, that line, like, how many crybaby hearts, like, to be broken? Like, I'm not sure whether the current situation is such that one or both of them are off with other people, but they're both cognizant that maybe the real situation still lies with the person with whom they share a history. So yeah, it feels like we're talking again about emotion and romance, or we can combine them into one word if we want. But as to the state of the connection between narrator and person being addressed, it seems a little ambiguous, both caught in the past but also in a troubling moment. And there was that line about, when we're out and the streets are all bright and so on. I thought it was like a chance encounter, like they have been broken up and they happen to run into each other and you can't really find the words, but there's still something there, and he's trying to not ruin what came before, but still seeming to think that he can make things brighter for the other person, or maybe both of them. He said it was something like cold, so I'm thinking it's literally winter. It feels like this is a good time to listen to this track. But yes, I don't know how it all fits together. I'm not sure of the actual condition of their relationship, whether it's an ex-relationship but maybe rekindled by a chance encounter, whether it's two people who are still in contact but aware that it's not what it used to be, but still trying to find a way forward, and maybe, again, seeing other people on one or both sides of the fence. So, yeah, either way, it was an intriguing lyrical journey, and perhaps a bit more opaque. Whereas I feel like, there's a lot of Erasure songs we've gone through already, where I get a pretty good sense, by halfway through the track that, okay, this is, he's upset about the relationship, or he's excited to be with this person, even if it's a complicated situation. This one felt like I was, sort of fumbling around a little bit more, trying to find the narrative. Nevertheless, the Sonic's very light and bright. Indeed, it had this sort of mellow shine to it, for lack of a better phrase. It wasn't terribly dancey like some of their tracks, but it wasn't like heavy and weighted down. It had a brightness to it. There were also some quirky sounds, again, sort of like a siren that started spinning faster and faster. Some very computer-esque bleepy, like bloopy synth lines. Then a like high, almost like celestial organ bit that kept coming back. And just in general, like a half-speed, down-tempo Erasure type of feel to the rhythm and the percussion. So yeah, in a way I feel like it's very reflective of sounds that I know Vince can make, even if it's not the most dance floor or the most electronic sounding, even if it did of course have electronic parts. So yeah, a bright tune, a mellow tune, a smooth tune, and one that I'm curious about the themes of, even if I heard a lot of the lines. I do like, there were a couple moments where Andy really flourished his voice up at the end of the line, or the end of the stanza, for lack of a better word. So yeah, some cool vocal work from Andy. Not the craziest I've ever heard from him, but very good at the same time. So again, going into this album, I was aware it's not everyone's cup of tea, but some people, find it more accessible maybe than the self-titled album, which I was a big fan of. I really enjoy the longer, deeper sonics on that album. So again, from the foot tapping classic, vintage 80s Erasure, which is the Erasure I remember from my youth, to things that I've heard now going into the 90s, and also hearing some of these tunes in a live dynamic, especially on the chorus CD, because I have the 3-disc special or deluxe edition of that. It's been really fun to get a wider sense of who Erasure have been even before we get to more modern times. So once again, big shout out to all the folks who've shared Erasure as well as Andy and Vince themselves. Let me know what you think of this one, and I will see you next time. Peace.